ChatGPT. Relate ACIM to the movie Mr. Destiny. Mr. Destiny through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM. Mr. Destiny is a wonderful illustration of one of the ego's favorite fantasies. If one event in my past had been different, my life would be perfect. Through the lens of ACM, the movie becomes a profound exploration of regret, specialness, alternate realities, and the discovery that peace is not found by changing the past, but by changing the mind. The if-only thought. The entire story begins with Larry's belief that his life would have been better if he had hit a home run during a high school baseball game. The ego loves if-only thinking. If only I had made a different choice. If only I had married someone else. If only I had taken that job. If only the past were different. The ego places salvation in an imagined alternate timeline. ACIM teaches that this is one of the primary ways the mind avoids the present. The ego says happiness is somewhere else. The Holy Spirit says peace is available now. Mr. Destiny as the Holy Spirit symbol. The mysterious Mr. Destiny can be viewed as a symbolic representation of the Holy Spirit's teaching function. He does not lecture Larry. Instead, he allows Larry to experience the consequences of his beliefs. The Holy Spirit often teaches this way, not through punishment, not through force, but through gentle exposure. Larry believes the alternate life will solve his problems. The experience reveals something deeper. The alternate dream. When Larry enters the new reality, he appears to get everything he wanted. Success, money, status, recognition, the very things the ego associates with happiness. At first it looks ideal, yet something is missing. Connection, love, authenticity, meaning. The movie beautifully illustrates a key teaching of ACM. The ego's goals, even when achieved, do not produce lasting peace. The problem was never the circumstances. The problem was the belief that circumstances determine happiness. Specialness. Larry's fantasy revolves around becoming special, more successful, more admired, more important. This reflects one of the ego's primary pursuits. The ego seeks value through comparison. If I am more successful than others, I am valuable. If I am more admired than others, I matter. Teaches that specialness is the ego's substitute for God's love. The movie reveals the emptiness hidden beneath specialness. What Larry truly longs for is not status. It is love. It is love. The meaning of relationships. One of Larry's greatest discoveries is that the relationships he took for granted are far more valuable than the achievements he idealized. The alternate reality provides external success but lacks genuine connection. ACIM continually points toward joining. The ego values achievement. The Holy Spirit values connection. The movie gradually shifts Larry's attention from accomplishments to relationships. This is a shift from form to content. And the illusion of regret. The movie exposes the unreliability of regret. Larry assumes he knows what would have happened if one event had changed. Yet when he experiences the alternate timeline, he discovers that reality is far more complex. Teaches that we rarely know what anything is for. The ego constantly judges events as good or bad, success or failure, gain or loss. The Holy Spirit sees a larger picture. The movie beautifully demonstrates why certainty about the past is often misplaced. Acceptance. By the end of the story, Larry begins to appreciate the life he already has. Not because it is perfect, but because he finally sees it differently. This is forgiveness in the Course's sense. Nothing external has changed. Perception has changed. The miracle is not receiving a better life. The miracle is recognizing the value of the life that was already there. Destiny and choice. An interesting aspect of the film is its treatment of destiny. The ego imagines that one event determines everything. ACIM teaches that the only meaningful choice is always between fear and love. Regardless of circumstances, the opportunity to choose again remains available. Salvation does not depend on the right timeline. It depends on the right teacher. The ego interprets, the Holy Spirit reinterprets. The central reflection. The ego watches Mr. Destiny and asks, what if my past had been different? The Holy Spirit watches Mr. Destiny and asks, what if my peace does not depend on the past at all? Viewed through ACIM, the movie becomes a lesson in releasing regret and questioning the fantasy that happiness exists in another version of life. Larry discovers that the problem was never the missed home run. The problem was the belief that fulfillment was somewhere other than where he was. The deepest message may be, peace is not found by rewriting the past. Peace is found by seeing the present through the eyes of forgiveness and recognizing that what truly matters has been here all along. Go to mwge.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.